Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hi, welcome to Verbling. I am teacher Oakley. Today's class will be a discussion about sports. What sports do you like? What sports are popular in your country? What sports are popular with older folks in your country? These kinds of questions are actually very common in an IELTS format, TOEFL, TOEIC, CAE. So this would be good practice for anyone who is looking to take one of those standardized English tests. This is one of their favorite topics, common to all of them actually. And good practice for anybody wanting to hone their conversation skills. We're just going to be talking about sports, and I'll be asking you questions based on that topic. If there's any Brazilians that want to join us to talk about World Cup or the Olympics, that would be great. Any case, looking forward to talking to you guys about sports. How sports-minded are you? What sports do you enjoy? Darius, hi Darius, outside. This class would be suitable for beginners and intermediate, or even more advanced. Actually, all ranges of ability are welcome to this class. The questions are fairly simple. If you know a little language about sports, if you especially if you like sports, then of course topics we're familiar with are easier to discuss. So Darius, if you're a sporting kind of guy, go ahead and join the class. We'll talk about your favorite sport. I have a lot of questions about your favorite sports, perhaps your favorite sports star, and sports, how they relate to your country. We can talk about a lot of things in regards to sports. Sports are, of course, big business. Wouldn't you like to make a professional basketball player's salary? I know I would, if I could only grow about another 1.5 feet. Perhaps too late. In any case, it's very interesting, different sports that are popular in different countries. Of course, you've all seen sports from the United States. You probably already know. Basically, baseball, basketball. Well, Darius, I seem to be having a conversation with you outside the room. Well, you can go very slow. That's okay. And I am here to help you, of course. Learn how to say sentences, sentence structure, as well as learn new vocabulary. Anyhow, it's kind of interesting, the sports that are popular in different countries. As well, we'll be learning how to express the activities that we like to do. For example, I like to play golf. All right, is proper to say, or I like golfing. Okay, you play golf, you go golfing. I'm going to go golfing on Saturday. You don't actually ever say, I like to go basketballing. So anyway, all abilities, anybody who wants to join. Hi, you guys outside the room. I feel like I'm in a fishbowl looking out. Hello, hello, Connie. Hello, Pierina. Pierina. It's an interesting name. Uh, Hi, guys. Come on in and join me and talk to me for a while. Uh, Looks like not many students joining me, so you could end up with a one-on-one class. Golfing, sure. That's what I said. It's actually a lie, Darius. I don't really like golfing that much. I'm really bad at it. Mm, baseball. Yeah, do you guys know the most popular sports in the United States? The most popular? Baseball would definitely be one. Uh, okay. Baseball, American football, basketball, of course. And then car racing, automobile racing is becoming more and more popular. Sounds like a dolphin. Okay. Ice hockey still popular. Right now, the ice hockey playoffs are happening in the United States. Actually, there's been some very, very exciting games. So come on in and join me. We'll talk about what sports you like to play or do. We can talk about what sports you like to watch on TV or in person. Nope, we can't actually say baseballing or basketballing. We can't actually use those expressions. And it's very rare that you could say baseballing or basketballing. It's very rare you could use the ing or gerund form for a team sport, particularly with a ball. Uh, yeah, you can't say I like rugby, for example. Any rugby players out there? Uh, what sports do you like? I'm interested in finding out. Are people into, for example, martial arts, taekwondo, karate? You do karate. No, we don't play taekwondo, for example. Of course not. It's a serious sport. I currently live in the Philippines. Billiards, bowling, and boxing. It's kind of funny. In any case, I'd also like to ask if extreme sports are popular in your country, like BMX, uh, inline skating. And in any case, there were folks with reservations. I'd have to close the class if I don't have anybody to talk to except viewers. So come on in and join me. And we started. Talking about sports. Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, I'd also like to talk to you guys about professional sports. How much money can you make in your country playing professional sports? Is it possible to make money? Or would you have to move to another country? Do you watch sports from other countries in your country? Pierina, baseball? Where is your country? Come on in and join me. I love to talk about baseball. I'm a huge Red Sox fan, actually. If you really enjoy a sport, enjoy to watch, you can call yourself a fan. FAN. I'm a big fan of the Boston Red Sox. Go Sox. Yeah. Uh, Big Pappy. Hey. Okay. For all of you who are trying to figure out how to join, to get a ticket, and then you can join the class. Okay. Hi, Dennis.
Hello, Oakley.
Hi, how
Do
are
you hear
you?
me? Do you hear me?
Loud
I'm
and clear.
fine. I'm fine.
How you doing? You're fine? Okay. So, Dennis, do you enjoy playing sports or doing any sport activity?
Yes, I'm not such a big fan of sports, but I play a little football. I go to gym sometimes, and and and, s- and watch sport on TV.
Okay. Now you play football. That would be
Soccer, yeah.
yeah, right. Okay. So everybody out there knows.
Actually, it's a football because
Actually, it is football.
I don't
You
know
had
why it called soccer. What does it mean?
soccer. Well, I guess it's just to differentiate between American football, which of course has the ovoid ball, the egg-shaped ball, in American football, which obviously you can touch with your hands because you can throw it.
It's like rugby ball.
Similar to rugby. Yeah. I think they're obviously related. Okay, when you play football, what position do you play?
Well, it's not professional stuff. The position is just
Okay.
I don't know. It's like a nature, but of course it's better to
Yeah,
be forward. I think
to be what? Forward?
forward.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was in school, I went to one of the few American schools, I think, that have soccer as part of the school program. And I played soccer in high school, or football. One of the few people who actually could kick with my left foot. So I always had to play left wing or left inner forward striker. Yeah, which is great.
But it's not such popular. Yes.
No, not really, but you might be. Many universities, most universities actually have a soccer team. You just don't get to see them on TV. They don't get the exposure and advertising. It is around, and there are non-professional teams, people that like to play. Just as a hobby.
There were some soccer stars in US. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Look at the Olympics. I think the women's team did
Some kind of exotic women football.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe it's good. I don't know. I never. I didn't watch it.
Okay. Let me say hi to Savio. Hello.
Hello,
Today.
I'm just fine. And you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Savio, are you a sports fan? Do you like to play sports or watch?
I like to play soccer.
You do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. When you play soccer, what position do you play?
So I usually playing defensive.
Defensive. Okay. Defensive back. Savio, do you enjoy watching sports on television or even live? Do you like to watch sports?
Yeah, I like. I'm from Brazil, and everybody over here likes to.
Are you
And it's
excited about the
also
World Cup?
I'm sorry.
Are you excited about the World Cup?
Yeah, yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I'm going to see Brazil and Italy on next June.
Oh, really?
Salvador. Yeah, really. I
Oh,
think is Confederation Cup.
oh, totally cool.
Yeah.
Dennis, I'm sorry, did you have something you wanted to say?
yes, it's a soccer, it's a football in Brazil.
Oh, it's got to be football, right,
Football.
Savio? Yeah, in Brazil they call it football, right?
Right.
Definitely. Yeah, a lot of sports activity coming up in Brazil. Savio, I just want to tell you, I was mentioning earlier that I played soccer or football and my number, my jersey number, a jersey, the shirt, sorry, the shirt you wear, a sports. Your shirt is called a jersey. My number was number two.
Then,
Yeah,
uh, I don't know.
you don't really?
No, because here in Brazil, the number 10, the play soccer who wear number 10 is because he's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Pele, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
why. That's why. Of course, that's kind of a joke because I'm no Pele, that's for certain. Okay. All right. So actually, so you're going to a live event. Well, that's very exciting. I wish I was going with you. That's terrific. Tell me a little bit about going to a live soccer match. What's that going to be like? Is it going to be crazy? The is going to be crazy. Do people? What do you do? Do people drink a lot of beer? What happens, Savio? What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, you know, to go to go to a stadium in Brazil to watch a soccer match. That means that a lot of people are going to drink something, and unfortunately, sometimes we have a little violence for here.
Oh,
And yeah, it's unfortunately sometimes happen, and but the most of the time, we just have fun, and a lot of family goes there. And it's pretty good. It's a kind of it's I think go to the stadium is I think the main kind of fun that Brazilian has over here. Brazilian have over here.
okay. There are a lot of families that go. Also a family activity. Is
Family
that right?
activity.
Family. Well, you mentioned that family.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
So
That's
we
great.
have some uh, we have some events to run, that involve the whole family, like running, like I don't know how to explain, like a little competition, 40 kilometers, like 5 kilometers, and you can go with fans, between the
Oh,
you know.
I see that they participate in. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Dennis,
Yes.
do you ever go to sporting events? Have you ever been to a sporting event to watch a game of some sort?
No, I don't have enough time to watch it. So I even don't have enough time to watch it on TV sometimes, and I usually very often I watch recorded games sometimes.
Okay. Are live games popular in your country? Well, just so everyone knows, where are you from, Dennis?
From Russia.
From Russia. Okay, I knew that, but um, so is it common to go? I know in Russia, football is popular, hockey is popular.
Hockey, yes, but it was a disaster in this era.
What? Why?
It's World Championship, and it was a very bad results from Russian team.
Ooh, I see.
You didn't watch it?
I think I did. I heard about it. I did not watch it. No, unfortunately, not time. I used to watch hockey.
Russia was defeated by US in this year.
Ah, okay. All right, go US.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a terrible game. It's just a disaster.
Just disaster. All right, I see. Okay. So is it common or popular for people, whatever, weekend activity, family activity, is it a common activity to go watch a football game or a hockey game or whatever?
Football games is very often, it's quite extreme for families. It's a lot of
It's extreme in what way? What do you mean?
It's maybe it's very dangerous sometimes.
Really?
Like everywhere. I mean, all these fans, all these drunk people, maybe sometimes in these games and other stuff. I don't know. It's not for the family, for children, I think.
Okay, I see.
So.
Interesting. I have
it's
another
not,
question.
Do
you have any idea how much does it cost if I wanted to go see a football game in Russia?
I have no idea.
No idea. Okay.
Maybe from, I don't know, maybe $30, from $30.
Really?
Like this.
Okay.
It depends. It depends on games.
Yeah. Okay.
On city.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Savio, same question. You're going to go see Brazil play Italy. How much is a ticket? How much does it cost?
Depends on the game, but usually I think something like $20, something like that.
Okay.
If it's not a so important game, $20, and if we have the last game of the season is something like $50.
Okay, so like the playoffs are more expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Interesting.
And it depends on areas on the stadium.
In the area where the stadium is. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Actually,
your place stadium. I mean.
right. What you mean? What city? Right.
No, not city. Your seats.
Oh, your seats inside the stadium. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, absolutely, of course. Yeah, it's interesting to me. That question is interesting to me because, for example, in the United States, an American football game is pretty expensive. It's going to cost you $50, minimum. But if I want to go to an American baseball game, it's pretty cheap. I can get bleacher seats for $10. Sometimes they have specials. It's like $5. It's quite cheap.
Yeah.
It's very famous because of this reason.
Yeah, baseball in the United States is very much a family. You know, we don't have any riots. We do
Yeah.
drink beer and eat hot dogs and peanuts and for sure.
Yeah. You know, one day, Oakley, I have been in San Diego and I went to see Padres play.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, and I just bought a hot dog.
Very good. It's
Yeah.
part of the experience.
But I think this is a safety place to go with the family. You know, a baseball game. I think is the right place to go. A good program to do with the family. With
Yes, I agree. In the United States, anyway, baseball game's a very good family activity. Yep, have a beer and a hot dog. It's part of the experience. It's great. Um,
But it's absolutely unpopular out here.
yeah, I understand baseball. Well, baseball's popular in some Latin American countries, actually, and it's becoming quite popular in Japan and Korea. So some places around the world it's becoming more popular, but yeah, mostly it's an American kind of sport. Um, so okay, you play soccer, all right? Do you do any individual, Dennis? Do you do any individual sports? Do you know what I mean by individual sports?
Yes. I play chess sometimes, but it's not professional, of course. What kind of individual sports also exists?
Uh,
Uh,
well,
tennis, but
tennis.
uh, in Russia, almost half of an year we have just a very bad weather to play soccer or tennis, and it just
Of
to
course.
play chess. To play chess, it's good.
Right, you can play chess
Every season, yeah.
every season, any time of the year.
So tennis, it's very difficult sometimes because of this reason, and
Okay.
and I go to gym, but it's not actually sport. So
Okay. Your sentence there, I go to gym. This is interesting. It's not incorrect, but it depends where you are, I guess. So, I just want to point out an English problem here. In America, we would say I go to the gym. My husband, my mother's in the hospital. In British English, we don't need the article the. So we just say my mother's in hospital or I go to gym, as you just said. I just want to point that out. That's one circumstance we're using the article the with an institution. In the United States, we have to use the. In Great Britain and the UK, they don't use the article there. But
yes,
yes,
you at the hospital if you're a patient. Yeah.
I at the hospital. Yeah, I would say I'm come get me. I'm at the hospital. I've been checked into the hospital. Yeah, we're definitely for an American. You know, I'm an American, so it's noticeable for me. No British person would ever notice if you said, "I go to gym." We just say, "I go to the gym."
But articles, it's a very big problem.
Yeah,
Especially for Russian speakers because we don't.
yeah, I know. I'm familiar with the problem. I've done some teaching with quite a few Russians, and things
But
like IELTS preparation. IELTS preparation and articles. Oh boy, it is difficult.
Special preparation for articles. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a big problem. I don't know why, because in French, for example, it's not such a big problem. I speak French a bit, but I don't know why. It's much more easier French than in English
No,
as concerned articles.
I don't either. But to get back to your other point, which you made, which actually is a very good point. Of course, the climate in our different countries will dictate the popular sports. Clearly, I'm an American, and in America, I loved to ski. That's an individual sport that I loved. I loved hiking, skiing. I loved a kind of a strange sport called orienteering, in which you use a compass to find your way through a course. A compass, of course, always points north. You use a compass to find your way through a course. So you're trying to, for speed, you're trying to figure out a path using only a compass and a map. It's a weird sport, but I really enjoyed it. And of course, I love skiing, which now I live in the Philippines. Believe it or not, I don't ski anymore. I've had to learn how to surf.
Why?
Why? There's no snow here. I've had to learn how to surf. I've had to ditch my snowboard, throw away my snowboard.
I don't know how it roll ski, or how it.
What's that? Is that where they have the like?
Not the real ski, but with the.
Oh, the rollers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've never tried it. I don't think they have that here. Yeah, here in the Philippines, as I was mentioning before, they like basketball. Boxing, of course, is very big here.
Yes.
Bowling is kind of popular, and billiards is very popular. We have some world-famous billiards players. Do you ever play billiards, Savio?
Oakley, to be honest, I don't know what that means, you know.
Okay, you may have heard it called pool, shooting pool, where you have a stick and you have the 8 ball is black. You have the flat table with pockets.
No, I'm sorry.
Bars.
In bars, very commonly in bars, a bar game. That's right.
Oh, right. All right. I got it.
And you have a long stick.
How do you say?
Chalk on it.
Chalk on it?
You put chalk on the billiard stick. We call it pool. Sometimes pool and sometimes billiards.
Billiard. All right. I got it. All right, billiard. Yeah. In Brazil, we call it bilhar.
Okay.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah.
Good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you play?
Yeah. I'm not so good as I am in soccer, but.
Okay. All right. Tell me something, Savio. Do people in Brazil bet on sports?
Bet on the
Bet.
sport, sorry?
Yes. Gamble. Bet
Gamble.
money.
Yeah. Sometimes I think we have it nowadays. We have a kind of ticket. You can bet on you choose some teams, some soccer teams, right? You can choose.
Okay.
You can choose and you can choose a score, you know. For example, the next weekend we are going to have 3 games, and you bought a ticket, and you can try to guess how will be the scores, you know, from these games, something like that, you know.
Okay. You guess the score. Okay.
You guess the score. If you got, you get the money, right?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna say hi to Mauricio. Hello, Mauricio.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil as well. Okay. Mauricio, it seemed like you have getting into the Hangout. Glad to see you could finally make it in.
Now?
Yeah, were you having problems getting in the Google Hangout?
No. It's
Oh, okay.
okay.
Okay. All right. Mauricio, do you enjoy sports? To play any sports?
Yes, I love play tennis.
Okay. I love to play tennis.
To play tennis.
Really? Okay. Who's your favorite tennis player?
Uh, the player.
Yeah. Nadal,
Okay. Roger Federer.
Federer?
Yes.
Why do you like Federer?
Uh, for me, I think he had the best technique and the uh, the most important.
I'm going to have to take your word for that, meaning I will have to believe you because my technique in tennis is like
do,
uh,
do you play tennis?
I like tennis, but I am very, very bad. I'm really bad. But I do like it, you know.
By the way, Brazil is the soccer country.
Yeah, I know. I totally I realize that. So, are you Marie excited about the Olympics?
Yes, the next Olympics in Brazil, no?
Yeah. Do you actually watch the Olympics?
I don't know because the investment in Olympics in Brazil is very difficult, very hard.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Well, actually, that's a point of discussion. Some countries who have hosted the Olympics have managed to eventually make a profit. And I do mean eventually. You're definitely going to have to invest a lot of money. Some countries like Greece, not so well. Not so good. So it's kind of risky to host the Olympics. Dennis, do you watch the Olympics?
No.
Not at all? Winter or summer?
Depends on my time.
Mm-hmm.
In 2014, it was Olympic Games at Russia.
Yeah, right.
Winter
Olympics.
Games.
Right.
In tropics, actually. I don't know. It's very curious. It's in south of Russia.
Really?
Yeah.
Where will they be exactly?
It's Sochi.
Sochi. I don't know that place. It's in the
south of Russia.
Really?
It's a subtropic region. So it's very curious.
Well, that is extremely curious, actually. What? Okay.
It's a very popular resort to Russia.
Okay. This is new information. I knew that Russia was hosting the Winter Olympics coming up, and I know Brazil has the Summer Olympics. Where the Summer Olympics being held, Savio? Are they? I know a A lot of things are in Rio. Are they all over Brazil or just concentrated in Rio? Everything's happening in Rio.
Yeah, everything is going to happen in Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just but to the World Cup, we are gonna have another city involved too, as Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo, Salvador, Brasília, and Belo Horizonte.
Ah, okay. So the World Cup is held in many different cities.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But
Teacher,
yeah, go ahead. you.
for one example, I had a city in Brazil, Brasilia,
Yeah.
and the investment to building a stadium around the 1 billion reais. This is very expensive, and
Yeah.
doesn't have I don't know, torcida, doesn't have a public for the stadium.
Okay. So are you saying that the excuse me, that Brasilia, the city, doesn't have a large enough population to support
Yes.
the stadium? Okay.
Yes.
Well, maybe if they charge 1 million real a ticket.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think that would happen. Yeah, okay. What do you think? I know I'm going to ask you, Savio, in a minute. Dennis, do you know, Russia is also getting ready for a Winter Olympics, and it takes a big investment. Do you think that's a good investment? Do you think that's a good idea for a country to host the Olympics?
Yes, I think so. Why not? Because there is a lot of these sport places, new stadiums, new places, just new places to all these games. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I mean,
even in this sense, not about money, not about the benefits, but
right.
But
So to some degree, it is about money. I mean, if you look at Athens, for example, on the one extreme end, their investment into the Olympics actually hurt that country a lot. They went into major debt to host the Olympics.
Yes, but it was an exception, I think. Greece, it's just an exception. It's not a country, it's an exception.
Okay.
No offense, of course.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, something, didn't work
because
out.
It's a very, very curious situation with Greece now. In recent years.
Perhaps
it's just not about sport. It's not about Olympics. It's just
they had their own economic problems. You mean?
Yes, in general.
Okay, all right. Well, Savio, what do you think? Do you think it's worth it for Brazil to invest a lot of money in stadiums and new facilities for sporting events, for the World Cup and for the Olympics?
Oakley, I think I think we have two parts. We have to be moderate when we are going to analyze this question, because over here we can, after the games, we can use all the structure that we built to get to the games, as roads, as stadiums, as everything, and we can use that over after the games. But we have another kind of we have another side of this situation that we can we have to do or how can I say uh, I don't know, we have to choose the companies to construct to build the stadium, the road, right?
Right.
But this is a complicated process, how we are going to choose these different companies, this is the main point over here. And because sometimes what we have seen that some companies are, have some companies has got some facilities to 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 got the plane to build. We have I don't know if I am doing well, if
Yeah.
I but it's something like you have I wanna I wanna build a stadium, but I have five companies that I can choose,
Yes.
and but how I have to proceed to choose one of them. So this is the main point over here. Sometimes we have choose some companies that are not so serious, are not so, and we have some problems with the time, we have with
Okay.
this is the main point over here. I think we
Okay.
can.
May I ask you a question?
All right.
Okay. Are the problems with that the construction companies can't build things on time, or is it because construction companies use bad material, perhaps, or construction methods? So maybe it would even be dangerous, which is very bad, actually. Or is the problem corruption? Is the problem that government officials or the banks or whoever awards the contract is getting money back?
Yeah.
Kickback.
This is yeah. Mauricio is laughing. Because
Yeah,
he knows about, right, Mauricio?
yes,
Briberies.
the
Exactly.
all problems.
Okay.
But
All
it's a
problem.
common problem for every country. I don't think it's just a Brazilian
Oh,
problem.
no. I don't think any. Well, if anybody does think it's just Brazil, they're wrong. I live in the Philippines, and it happens there. Happens in the United States.
Oh,
From the sounds
Uh,
of it, what Dennis is saying, it happens in Russia too. It happens
yes,
everywhere, truly. And that kind of bribery, by the way, is called a kickback. Okay, I give you. All right, I'm gonna pick Savio. I'll give you the contract for $1 billion because I have some power and I can make that decision. So then Savio will give me back $1 million. Thank you, Savio. Thank you very much. Thank you.
yeah, something like that.
Okay, that's called a kickback, by the way.
Kickback. All right.
Kickback. Yeah, and that's common all over the world. Indeed, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
unfortunately.
yeah, it's a problem.
Yes.
But I think it's absolutely essential that these kind of stadiums are built very safely. Nobody wants to see stadiums crumbling down and people being hurt. That's the most horrible thing of all. Yeah, no
Yeah, this
doubt.
is, no, this is, we don't have, I think this is not so important over here.
Okay,
Yeah,
they will be well built.
yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. Uh, Mauricio, speaking about now, we're talking about money and sports. Do sports figures in Brazil get paid a lot of money? And is it
Just soccer players, yes.
Is it reasonable? Do you think that that is reasonable for famous sports figures to get the huge amounts of money that some of them make? I mean, what do you think about that? Athletes
Uh,
getting paid a lot.
um, um, I'm very confused because it's important because marketing and products, etc. Uh, in Brazil, just a soccer player
Okay, but
give.
all right, but what about sports figures in general? How much did Federer make last year?
Uh, uh, I don't know. I'm very confused.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, maybe I'll come back to you. Dennis, you have any thoughts about professional athletes
How much?
getting paid a lot of money?
How much exactly?
How
I
much?
have no idea actually.
Really? Okay. Well, it's very common for even so, not that great, average kind of basketball player in the NBA to make $1 million a year.
We can compare because many of Russian hockey players play in NHL, and how much NHL players get.
Well, NHL is not quite so popular a sport. They make good money, but not as much. I think basketball players, American football players, and individual sports athletes, you know, like Tiger Woods, like in golf, Federer in tennis, some individual sports people, and obviously some sports you can make a lot of money playing golf. You know, but if you're a professional snowboarder, not so much. In fact, you could probably barely scrape it together. Or if you're a surfer or something, yeah, you can probably get sponsorships and manage to travel around, but that's about it. And you'll win some prize money, just enough to survive, I guess. But you're not going to become a millionaire, end up with a mansion. Do you know what a sponsorship is, by the way? Do you know what that means when an athlete is sponsored?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That means well, just for any viewers or if you don't know, if a company sponsors an athlete, they get them equipment, maybe they pay for their travel, maybe they even pay for hotel rooms for their training, but they don't actually pay them a salary. They pay expenses, in other words. And in trade, the athlete usually endorses that product, whatever they, you know, if I'm sponsored by Nike, I'm going to wear a Nike hat and I'm going to wear a Nike shirt, and when I win, I'm going to say thank you, Nike. You know,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Some oil
So,
companies in Russia are sponsors for some football clubs.
yeah. Well, actually, speaking about football, this is kind of weird for me. Do you guys ever? All you guys are football fans. Do you ever watch Premier League, British football? Any of you guys?
Yeah.
Like Manchester United, like that, Arsenal, etc. Okay.
Yes, I watch it from time to time.
Well, those guys, it's strange to me. Maybe you can explain it.
It's
But
British League. It's quite popular. Why?
oh yeah, it's on TV in the Philippines, I have two different channels. I can pretty much watch Premier League any time of day or night, actually. It's common. It's popular here. But what confuses me is that they all wear, like, sponsored... They all have jerseys, their shirts, sponsored by, like, Qatar Airways, Samsung. They're all sponsored by, like, Asian companies. What? It's weird to me. I don't know. I just find that strange. It's Premier League is all British, but all the sponsors seem to be Asians, Dubai and Middle Eastern companies. I don't know. Fly Emirates.
I know one Russian sponsor, actually, owner
Really?
of one British club.
Oh, really? Oh, is that right? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's one American owner of one of the clubs. I can't remember. Sutherland? I'm not sure. But anyway, I just find that weird that they... I mean, for two reasons. One, that Asian companies are sponsoring them, I guess because it must be very popular in Asia. And two, that they wear, like, their jerseys are like a sign, like an advertisement as they run around. You know, I don't know.
Yes, it might be a Queen sport with you. All these t-shirts.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. I just thought it was unusual. All right, let me ask you, we've only got a few minutes, a future question. We were talking about the Olympics before. What sport do you think may become popular in the future or maybe added to the Olympics? What sport do you think, maybe a new sport that you think could become popular? Savio, do you have any ideas?
I think jiu-jitsu.
What? Jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Much more. I think jiu-jitsu much more than judo.
Could be. I know jiu-jitsu is quite popular in the United States, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mauricio, you have any ideas what new sports may become popular, sports that may become Olympic sports? Do you have any ideas?
No, I don't know idea.
Okay. How about you, Dennis?
I don't know, maybe mixed martial arts. It's very popular in Russia now.
Yeah, it's very popular here too. Very popular in many places. The
The entire world.
yeah, exactly.
Like MMA, everybody in Brazil,
Yes.
MMA, everybody in Brazil wants to do something related with MMA. You know, I think every place, whatever you want, whatever you see, you will see something related with Anderson Silva or with fight, you know. And jiu-jitsu is pretty popular, you know.
Yeah, and I think that's a very good point because obviously, okay, it's popular in Russia, it's popular in the Philippines, Brazil, it's big in the United States, lots of Asian countries, Southeast Asia, definitely, very, very big right now. Okay, my favorite new sport, which in Asia, I don't know if you have in Brazil or Russia yet, maybe you don't even have this, but they blow a fan up. It's like skydiving, but you're in a big round room, and the fan pushes the air up, and people skydive and they do tricks like inside a building.
I know.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have seen.
Yes, but it's not a sport.
Yes, it is.
I think it's much more fun.
They compete. No, they have competitions now.
we don't have to do nothing to start, right?
I can't imagine
Just get
this.
in there.
Oh yeah, it is a competition. They're doing tricks and barrel rolls and flying around. It's actually quite amazing. I've actually seen this. It's really quite amazing. Keep your eye out for it and check it out if you see it. You'll actually, I was shocked. These guys can do amazing things. They're flying around that little room like a fly in your kitchen. They're just zipping around like crazy. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
There is another one. There is another one which I think is getting pretty popular. Is slackline. Have you ever seen?
It's what?
Slackline. It's college in Brazil.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you have to. So you can check it on the web.
Fine.
Is slackline. It's pretty good.